Welcome to The Things I Wish I Knew, the official YouTube channel and podcast. What are the things you wish you knew? Let's learn together, one life lesson at a time. Today's life lesson is, it's okay to be still. Stillness is love. Loneliness is an interesting thing. You can feel the energy of loneliness even in a room full of people. I have felt like this before, and I'm sure you have. Sometimes you feel like you're in it alone. No matter how many people are there to cheer you on, the desire, the drive towards you fill in the blank can take over you with a kind of loneliness that is indescribable. This feeling will come and go. Perhaps you feel this way because there is no one like you. I guess no one told you that there isn't supposed to be anyone like you. With all our similarities and commonalities, we are all unique, different, and this is a good thing. Aside from this feeling, I think it's important to learn how to enjoy your own company. In addition, it's okay to be still. Stillness is love. It's a form of self-love. There are moments where we need to take a moment out of what is going on in our lives or around us so we can nurture ourselves and give ourselves that love that's missing. We fill our days with so many things to do. Some people hate the idea of being alone so much that they have every single hour of their day planned. If this is you, you may find it hard to be alone, particularly when it's not a choice, but mandatory. You might be feeling anxious right now. Being alone without distractions forces you to be alone with your thoughts. It forces you to face the things you avoid, the things that are lurking deep within you, that although you have pushed deep down, always linger. I think it's time for you to take these moments where you must be isolated to do the self-work. I understand that social distancing and the way we are right now in the world, it's really challenging, and the idea of being confined to a small space is terrifying for many. So I think now is the time for you to learn how to become one with yourself. And I think this will help you build a foundation. So when the world opens back up and things somewhat return to normal, those things that you've been running away from no longer chase you, because our problems don't go away unless we address them. When we are still, all the things we refuse to acknowledge are ever present. Wouldn't it be nice for you to face what you keep running from? Wouldn't it be nice to feel at ease and pure joy with your own company? You don't have to live a life running away from yourself. That's not how it's meant to be. You don't have to fill in every space so there is no silence, no stillness, no moments to take a pause, to break, to rest. When we are still, it's similar to meditation. We learn how to understand ourselves, love ourselves, let go of negative beliefs, let go of past experiences that don't serve us in positive ways. It also gives us an opportunity to ask questions. Why are things this way? Why am I accepting the way things are? And what changes can be made? We allow ourselves in these moments to heal and to reconcile with what we cannot change, the situations, the people we cannot control. We can only control our actions, and we can use our actions to change our environment and the things that are happening to ourselves and people around us. It's important to take these moments of self-reflection in order to see how we feel in relation to others and how others may feel in relation to us and our impact on the people around us. And so that's why if you keep on going and you keep on moving, a lot of times you don't realize your impact, whether it's negative or positive. Can we control our thoughts? Not all the time, but we can control the meaning we give to the things we think. This is important because our thoughts become our reality, and our thoughts also dictate our actions. Even the things that people say to us, you decide how much weight you want to give every word. You decide what you bring with you from your past and into your present moment. I hope you learn how to work through the negative things from your past and you choose to not bring those into your present moment, or you question things that people have told you that are not positive or loving, that don't contribute to the well-being of yourself and or others, and you question these things in these moments and you say to yourself, you know what? It's time to make those changes. Meditation is a great way to still your mind. Learn how to let your mind flow without thinking one way or the other what's happening. Meditation is more than a trend. It's more than a cool thing to do. It's an exercise for the mind and the soul. And the beauty about meditation is you can be from any spiritual practice. In fact, you don't have to believe in anything. If you have had a hard time being alone or embracing moments of stillness, meditation might be a little challenging for you. But learning how to be still through meditation is a good way to start. I have mentioned on the Things I Wish I Knew different ways to meditate. In the description, you'll see a few books that I have listed that I think would be a great starting point for you to dive into the world of meditation. The first book is The Miracle of Mindfulness, an introduction to the practice of meditation. The second book is Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And the third book is Open Heart, Open Mind. I know a lot of people refer to Google when it's time for them to look into something new, particularly meditation or anything spiritual. To be honest with you, I think this is an amazing tool. But I will say, if you truly want to learn the art of meditation and become a student of meditation, I think it's important to fully immerse yourself in the practice and dive in. And I know it can be intimidating at first, but in the long run, you will reap the full benefits because you are not only teaching yourself the foundations of meditation, but as you deepen your practice, there are things that you will encounter. So having a guide or great resources that can help you work through the experiences that you have on your meditation journey are very important. And this is something that a lot of people who recommend meditation don't talk about. This is actually a great way to fill in the spaces of alone time. The beauty about this is that there is no distraction. For example, no social media, so you have to turn the TV off. If there is anything playing in the background, it should be relaxation music, music you would hear playing at a spa, or music that apps like, let's say, the Calm app, for example, has that showcase ways to relax and unwind. Aside from meditation, being still can also entail reading a book or listening to an audiobook. The whole concept of stillness requires you to slow down. Take a moment for yourself, at the very least, at least an hour a day, that's just for you. And this has to be in addition to your workout. A lot of people think taking time to exercise, which can be a form of meditation, is the same thing as taking time out for yourself, but moments of stillness require little distraction. And although you are exercising, you're either thinking about the instructor that you're watching on YouTube or the instructor you're watching on your bike or your phone app. So it's really important to set aside some time in your day that's just for you, that's still, that's quiet, where you slow down and you can reflect. You can journal at this time. You can sit by the window and have a cup of tea and just take a moment to take in your days and sit with your thoughts. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say you don't have time, but we all have time. If you have an hour for TV or to surf the internet or social media, I know a lot of us, if you look at your social media time, you will see that you spend a lot of time scrolling and a lot of time on social media that isn't necessarily beneficial to you. So you definitely have some time, even if it's 25 minutes of the day where you say to yourself, I'm going to slow down. Get rid of things that fill your time that don't necessarily support your mental well-being. Ask yourself, how is this benefiting me? A lot of us talk about fitness. Getting in shape is probably one of the top New Year's Eve resolutions. So when January 1st hits, the gyms are full, people want to get their best body, but no one talks about mental health, getting mentally fit. You don't have to suffer from mental illness either to take care of your mental health. Don't wait until you are over the edge and feel helpless. Taking time out for yourself is a form of self-love. I know some people are over that word self-love, but to be honest with you, we can change it to self-awareness and understanding who you are, what makes you who you are, and your thoughts, and how these thoughts impact your behavior and those around you. It's a very important thing to master. When you are trying to master who you are, the mastery of self, this requires you to be still. The discovery of self happens when you are not in constant motion, in constant movement. As you know, when life is busy, you have so much to do. There's so much you want to do. There's so much I want to do. You don't really think about your mental health, how you feel, and also what your body is telling you. When's the last time you thought or asked yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? How am I really feeling? What's happening within my being? And how is this impacting my mental health and my overall health? Are you flowing? Are you in alignment? Or are you haphazardly living your life? Is this how you want to live your life? Who are you spending your time with? Are these people enriching your life at a spiritual level? Are your thoughts your own poison? A lot of questions you probably don't ask yourself. This isn't something you notice when you are in constant motion. It's like being on a roller coaster. Your only thought is to hold on. You are lost in the thrill of a passing moment. As each giant drop approaches, you forget the one before. We know life has its ups and downs, like a roller coaster, but unfortunately, we don't forget the drops, and we certainly don't forget how we feel. There isn't another roller coaster to get on if you feel like your life doesn't satisfy you, if you aren't happy, or if you feel like you need more purpose. This is your roller coaster, and it's full of life lessons. It's full of teachable moments that are meant to help you. This is why I encourage you to journal, meditate, release, be still, embrace times when it's just you. I believe boredom is bliss, and to be honest, it's a luxury. If you have the gift of time to just do things that are simple, lay on the grass on a beautiful summer day, sit on a bench and read a book, stay home and find a cozy space to meditate or look out the window while you sip a cup of tea. If you have time to do this, you can think of all the things to be grateful for in your life. It doesn't have to be grand. It can be the little things, and to be honest with you, the little things add up. Open a window and listen to the birds sing or watch the squirrels play. You don't have to be busy all the time. Your body and your mind need moments of rest. So I know what you're thinking. I think this sometimes as well. And I know I've said this before. You're thinking, as you listen to this, I don't have time. I'm sure you can list all the reasons why you can't take a moment out for yourself throughout the day. Here's the thing. Your mental health isn't something that you can put on a shelf and deal with later. I know many of us think that we can deal with our health or our mental health when we're ready, but to be honest with you, by the time we see something is wrong, it can be too late or it can be too overwhelming. So it's the same idea with your health, your body. You shouldn't wait until you are sick, and you should do things to take care of yourself and your mental health to the best of your abilities. You might get sick or you might experience bouts of anxiety and depression, but I think your odds of recovery or managing your health are in your favor if you are actively taking care of yourself. Help your doctors help you. It's something I believe we should all keep in mind. If you have any questions about meditation, or you are just starting out on your journey towards meditation or self-awareness, please let me know. I'd love to help you the best that I can, or answer your questions, or tell you what my experience has been like. I would love to know what your journey is like. And I also want you to know that I know things are hard, and I know I don't know you. I don't know your life, and we all have experienced things that are tragic, or we are currently in the midst of really sad things that are happening in our life. But I do think we need to find tools and ways to navigate through these hard times. I think meditation is a great tool. It's accessible for everyone, so it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, what religion you are, how much money you have, don't have, what you drive. Meditation is for everyone, and I think it's a great time for you to start now while we are given these moments where we can be in our homes and spend time with ourselves and also with our families to embark on the journey of meditation and being still. Thank you for listening to the Things I Wish I Knew. Please let me know if there are any great resources that you've discovered that have helped you navigate through the world of meditation. I am so excited for you to experience the wonderment and the joy that meditation can bring all of us. I am rooting for you. I want you to have your best life. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you so much for listening. Peace and love. Thank you for listening to the Things I Wish I Knew podcast. If you like this podcast, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for your weekly life lessons. If you'd like to read more life lessons or more on this life lesson today, please go to thethingsiwishiknew.com.